All right, today we're going to break down something pretty interesting, a free online course that tries to connect essential oils with professional mental health therapy. It's a fascinating crossover, so let's dive in and see what it's all about. So, first things first, what's a professionally accredited course like this going to set you back? Well, the answer is right there on your screen, zero. Yep, according to the source, this is a 2-hour continuing education course, and it's offered completely free of charge. Now, that's a pretty good hook, so let's see what you get for that price. So, who is this for? Well, the material describes it as an introductory course built specifically for professionals, therapists, coaches, and healers. What's really interesting to me is the emphasis on it being brand neutral. That suggests the focus is meant to be on the actual practice and the oils themselves, not on pushing a particular company's products. Okay, so you're a therapist, and you sign up. What are you actually going to learn? Let's break down the core learning objectives and some of the key ideas behind them. But before we get to the objectives, there's this one key idea we've got to get our heads around: somatic experiencing. It's a therapeutic approach that really zeroes in on that mind-body connection. The idea is to address the physical sensations of trauma and stress, not just the thoughts and emotions. This concept is totally central to how the course applies essential oils. So this slide really lays out the practical goals. First up, you'll learn the emotional support profiles of 5 specific oils. Next, you learn the core technique, combining visualization with the oils to engage your sense of smell, which, ties right back to that somatic experiencing idea. And finally, you're taught how to use actual planning tools with your own clients. And speaking of tools, it's not just about theory. You actually get a toolkit. Participants walk away with these 4 resources: charts, checklists, and wellness wheels, all designed to be used directly in a professional practice to help guide clients. All right, but who's behind all this? Any course is shaped by its creator, so who's the person that put all of this together and is offering it up for free? Let's take a look. This direct quote from the creator, Dr. Deanna Mers-Nagel, it really gets to the heart of the matter. It clearly lays out her philosophy, this belief that essential oils can be a supportive tool for holistic wellness, covering everything from the physical and emotional to the spiritual. This is really the why behind the whole course. So this is the crucial point right here, her unique background. Dr. Nagel isn't just one or the other. She's both, a licensed psychotherapist and a certified aromatherapist. It's this dual expertise that lets her bridge these two kind of different worlds and build a course that speaks the language of both clinical therapy and holistic aromatherapy. And this brings us to legitimacy. For the target audience, licensed professionals, continuing education credits are absolutely vital. So, the course is approved by NAHA and recognized by NADAC, which is a key provider. That means the credits are often accepted by state licensing boards for counselors, social workers, and other mental health pros. This isn't just some informal workshop. It's being framed as legitimate professional development. Okay, so we've got the theory, the creator's philosophy, the professional credentials. That's all great. But what does this actually look like in a real therapy session? Let's explore how the course teaches practitioners to put these ideas into practice. This is the big question, isn't it? If you're a therapist looking at a new tool, you're not trying to replace everything you already do. You want to add to it. So how does the source material say this integration is supposed to work? And the answer really comes down to that one key word: integration. The course material is super clear that these are supportive tools. They're meant to enhance the therapeutic work you're already doing, not replace things like talk therapy or CBT. So how do they do it? Well, the main method for that integration is this technique right here. It's all about pairing the aroma of an essential oil with a guided visualization exercise. This is the central, practical skill that the course is really trying to teach, a concrete action a therapist can use with a client right there in a session. And at the end of the day, what's the goal for the client? Well, it's all about building emotional resilience. The course positions these techniques as a way to help clients develop their own personalized, tangible strategies they can use to manage their emotional health, especially when things get tough. So let's kind of zoom out for a second and summarize. When you look at the whole picture, what is this course, really? Well, it's being presented as a new addition to the ever-growing wellness toolkit that's available to practitioners. Ultimately, this is the framing. It's a tool for cultivating positive emotional states. It uses language like inner hope, happiness, and emotional healing. The source really positions this whole practice firmly in the world of proactive wellness, something designed to empower both the client and the therapist. And that really leaves us with this one big thought, doesn't it? This course is a perfect example of how clinical therapy and holistic wellness practices are starting to blend together. And it brings up a fascinating question for the future of mental health support. As these lines keep blurring, what new tools, what new techniques, what new integrations are we going to see pop up next? Definitely something to think about. Thanks for joining me.